Hey wrestling fans, it's John Pollock here alongside Jimmy Corderas, and we are coming off of the WWE Extreme Rules event. And Jimmy, this is always a difficult event for the WWE to pull off because we are in this generation right now where the WWE, they don't want any use of blood, which is understandable. So you have to go to other alternative means, I guess, to live up to the name Extreme Rules. And boy, did we see some ideas thrown against the wall on Sunday night to, I would call it, varying degrees of success. But let's start off with what I think easily the highlight of not only that show, one of the best matches the WWE has put together in 2014, the six-man tag, The Shield, taking on Evolution, ending with Roman Reigns pinning Batista. I thought this was executed perfectly.
No, absolutely, and under the conditions of Extreme Rules, it almost started off like a Texas tornado match with all six guys in the ring, and I was wondering, is that the way this match is going to go? But it broke down into a conventional tag match. Every guy from The Shield had their moment to shine.
Yep.
You know, Seth Rollins for sure, even Dean Ambrose, but then the right choice, Roman Reigns to clean up with the hot tag, and spilling out into the arena, the big dive by Seth Rollins, everything worked.
I thought
fantastic.
You bring up a great point. I think everyone in the Shield had those moments to shine. You had Rollins with the big balcony dive. I thought Dean Ambrose was the unsung hero of this match. His selling is so incredible. I'm so engaged watching this guy. And then Reigns gets the huge win at the end. And I think ultimately you build up to that match with Triple H down the road, with Roman Reigns, who could probably be your big breakout star this summer, I think, as early as that. So a fantastic match if you have not seen. Then what followed was one of the worst matches I have seen this year, and that was John Cena and Bray Wyatt. They called it a steel cage match, and Jimmy, you're the historian. I mean, there's a rumor out there that a steel cage match used to be the blow-off to a feud where it would keep everybody out, and the reason people would buy into this is because the heel is trapped. He has nowhere to run anymore. It's the cage match. 2014, not so.
No, absolutely not. It's completely changed. They've gone from cage matches. Now they've evolved to Hell in a Cell. We've even had Punjabi prison matches, which is, you know, way off.
Don't forget some love for the Kennel from Hell.
Oh,
I know a favorite of yours.
I've been trying to forget that for a
Unforgiven
long time.
1999.
Yeah, but yeah, it just, I don't like the concept of having to escape the cage to win the match, and I understand why it's done. It's kind of like to protect the babyface so he could lose in a situation like that. I'd rather have the match end in the ring, whether pinfall, submission, that's the only way to win it in the match.
And it should be, I think, a blow-off to a feud where typically the babyface wins. In this case, we had run-ins from Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, and then as John Cena was about to exit, the lights went out. A 10-year-old child appeared on the floor with a voice alteration, scaring John Cena, who was just aghast at this child, and Bray Wyatt gets the win. It was atrocious. We go to the main event.
Yeah,
let's just move on. I want to forget about this steel cage match. Bryan retains the WWE Championship, defeating Kane. This match, they went to the back for a period of time, which is always very difficult for the audience. They just sit on their hands when they've got to suddenly watch on the screen. They came back, a lot of use of various weapons. A forklift got involved, flaming table, and it ends with the flying knee, and Bryan gets the win. Does this feud continue, Jimmy?
The only reason I say yes is because at the end, Kane was standing tall, still in the ring after the loss, and his pyro goes off in more flames. So I'm assuming that this is going to continue, maybe one more pay-per-view. I'm going to wait and see what happens going further on Raw and SmackDown and see how that develops going forward before I say I'm not thrilled with this.
Even though it wasn't the best match on the card, I was happy they did put the championship on last. I think Daniel Bryan really needs that solidification that this is our guy right now. The title goes on last, and he's a champion that really needs all of that extra momentum, and putting him on last is kind of that statement that this is our guy right now.
I know, and that was the biggest complaint when CM Punk was champion, was he got lost in the middle of the pay-per-view card. So having Daniel Bryan on last, which surprised me too, good move.
Good move for them. I'm going to say this is a thumbs in the middle show. No way I can say a bad show when you had that great six-man tag, but I'm not ready to say thumbs up.
I agree.
All right, they're going to be back June the 1st with their next pay-per-view, Payback, from the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Should be a hot crowd for that one.